Hi guys, welcome to our class for decluttering our mind. So I've designed this class to help clear our mind, clear our thoughts. So hopefully it helps. If you do want longer classes, I've got longer classes over in my membership group. All the information will be down below in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will meet you on the mat. Hi guys, so we're going to start on all fours. So just come over, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Spread your fingers nice and wide so you've got that nice grounding foundation. Just take an inhale and an exhale here, nice neutral spine. Core's turned on slightly here, helping you keep your spine nice and long so you don't have that dip in your bottom, in your lower back. And then when you feel balanced, we're going to take the right arm out, left leg out. Toes are pointing down, so you're not opening up your hip here. Ground down through your hand and through your knee. I want you to reach around, grab your foot with your hand, and then start kicking it up and back. So now you're adding into this back bend. So you're dipping your belly down, arching the back, looking up slightly, and really kicking into your hand with your foot. Make sure you're breathing. Don't worry if you wobble, you can come back in and relax it all back down. Now let's do that again on the other side. So left hand comes out, right foot comes out. Toes point down towards the mat. Hold it here. Feel that grounding, feel that foundation. Then reach around, grab that foot, kick it up and back. So you're arching the back. Your belly draws down towards the mat. Looking up slightly. Focus in on your breath, make sure you're breathing. And then relax everything back down to the mat. Hands come out a little bit further past the shoulders, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. So you're pushing your belly towards your thighs, your bum up towards the sky. Slight bend in the knees here if you need to. Remember, we're just looking for a nice length in the spine. And looking in between your hands, either step or hop to a forward fold at the top of your mat. So feet hips distance apart, slight bend in the knees. Sweep the arms all the way up, above your head. Exhale, hands to heart. Tadasana at the top of your mat. So steady balance, head over pelvis, pelvis over feet. Nice inhale and exhale here. Feel the grounding down through the feet. Feel that balance. Feel that stability. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Slight bend in the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands. Feet step back, come into your plank pose. Lower the knees, lower your chest, keeping the elbows hugging in. Come forward into your cobra. Exhale, release. Push back onto your knees. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Feet together at the back of the mat. Right leg lifts high. Keep your toes pointing down towards the mat. We're not opening up the hips. Bend the knee. Come onto the fingertips of your right hand. The right foot steps forward. Find your position for your high lunge. So maybe you need to widen your legs. Maybe you need to shorten your stance. Whatever you need to do to come into your high lunge. Hug the midline. So it's as if you're hugging your thighs together to find that balance. On your next inhale, open your hands up into a cactus. So you're opening across this chest area. Exhale, arms come back up. Inhale, open. Exhale, back up. Last time. Inhale, open. Exhale, back up. Fingertips come back down to the mat. Step back into downward facing dog. Looking up towards your hands, we're going to either step or hop the feet to the outside of the hands and come into a squat. So however you need to get there. Hands come together. Use your elbows to push your knees out to the sides. So your feet should be facing whichever way your knees are. So if your knees are turning out quite a lot, turn your feet out as well. Knees over toes. Now we're going to take some weird little walks to the bottom of our mat. So just turn to face the bottom of your mat so you're up onto your toes. You're going to bring the right foot out, lower the knee, left foot out, lower the knee. So doing some, I don't really know what these are called, some kind of weird walk to the top of your mat. When you get to the bottom, turn around and walk back up. So sometimes it's really, really good for the mind to just do something a little bit different. And this is a really, really good toe stretch. And then when you get to the top, feet together, straighten up the legs just so you can come into a forward fold. Feet hips distance apart, loosen the whole upper back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Step back with your right leg, so you're coming into a high lunge on the other side. Hands come up long. Find that balance. So find the right position for your feet. And your next inhale, open up the chest. So you're really opening up all the front body here. Exhale, hands come up. Inhale, open. Exhale, up. Last time. Inhale, open. Exhale, up. Release the hands down to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Come forward into plank. Lower the knees, lower the chest, come down all the way down onto the mat. Arms come out long. We're just going to roll over onto our backs. And then if you need to shuffle back onto your mat because you've rolled off it like me, you can do that. Feet come flat down to the mat. Maybe find the heels with your fingertips. We're going to lift up the pelvis, come into our bridge pose. So while you're in a bridge pose, you do not want to be turning your head. So keep looking up at the ceiling and really engage your glutes and your thighs here, your upper legs. So you're grinding down through your feet, maybe through your elbows and through your shoulders, your collarbones. Shoulder blades, not your collarbones. Lower your hips back down to the mat. Just take a moment to breathe here. And let's go back up. So raise the pelvis again, lift it as high as you can. Keep looking up at the ceiling. Make sure you can breathe. And lower back down. Again, just take a moment. Now you can either do that again, or you can come into wheel pose. So if you're going to come into wheel pose, you want your fingers up by your shoulders. Your fingertips are facing your shoulders. Ground down through the feet. We're going to come up into bridge. If you're going to stay in bridge, then you can stay there now. If you're going to come into wheel, then you're going to come up onto your top of your head. Hug your elbows in. Stay here. Take a breath. Then if you're feeling okay, you can lift up. Make sure you can breathe here. And then when you want to come back down, lower onto your head, and then slowly lower all the way down onto your back. Hug your knees in, nice and tight. Maybe take a few rolls on the back here. So just circle your legs one way. If you're in bridge, you can now come back out. Circle the other. If you want to take another wheel pose, then you can go ahead. I'm not going to because I cannot talk when I'm in wheel pose. And just grab hold of the outside of the feet and just come into happy baby pose. So you're trying to keep the lower back on the mat here. Maybe just rocking from side to side. And then bringing the feet together. Give your legs one last squeeze. Bring them up parallel to the mat. Let them drop over to the left side. And bring your right arm out to the side. So you can either stay looking up at the ceiling or you can look over your right shoulder. But wherever you are, just give in. Just release any tension out of the body here. And bring your legs back up to center, over to the right. And bring the legs back up to the center. Take them out long. I'm going to rest here in our Shavasana pose. So feet come long, feet flop open, arms face up to the ceiling. And just completely give in here. Feel the weight of your body. Feel it sinking into the floor. Soften the face. Breathe out any tension that's left in your body. Breathe in calmness. Exhale tension. If you feel like you need a longer Shavasana, you can pause the video. If you're ready, start wiggling your fingers and your toes. Moving your head from left to right, nice and slowly. Then bringing one knee up and then the other, and rolling over onto one side and just taking a moment here to pause. And then pushing yourself up to a seated position. You can blink open the eyes if you haven't done so already. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Namaste. Hi guys, thank you for joining me today. I hope you're feeling a little bit calmer after that practice. And just to let you know, if you are working on your wheel pose, it's really, really good to do a longer warm up to prepare your body, as it is such a deep back bend. Now I do have a wheel challenge over on my Instagram at Leahine Yoga, which you can look up. It's a 12-day calendar, which will hopefully help you to achieve your wheel pose. Let me know. So yes, if you like the shorter classes, then obviously this is great. If you're working towards your wheel pose, please check out my Instagram and my challenge. If you are just looking for longer classes in general, I do have my membership and all the information is below. So namaste, and I will see you all next week.